Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday, and welcome back to Open Door Hypnosis TV. I am Shara Prophet, the Mind Magic Coach, and just jumping on today to talk a little bit about how to overcome jealousy. And this is an important topic, and it's been something that I've been meaning to kind of dig into for a while now. But I want to touch on this subject because a lot of people will deny that they're jealous of someone's success or the way that their lives are going. And I just want to put it out there that jealousy is the feeling of jealousy is a very normal thing. Okay, it's very normal. And I think we clip ourselves up when we try to deny that we might be feeling jealous of someone's success or what's happening in their lives, especially if we don't see the outpicturing of that in our own lives. And I think the denying it, not being fully honest about it, is what digs a deeper ditch for us. So today I just want to kind of lighten up the stigma around jealousy. First of all, let's lighten it up, and to kind of give you a little bit of background about where jealousy comes from, why it comes up for us, and to give you a couple of tips that you can use on your own to start working on clearing out those feelings of jealousy, because it happens to all of us. Whether it's there's levels of jealousy. Some people might just look at somebody and be like, man, oh, they're doing great, I want to do that, I want to do that, that's a lighter level of jealousy. But if you in the more extreme jealousy comes when you are treating someone differently because you feel a certain kind of way about what they're doing, or you're trying to sabotage what they're doing from a place of jealousy. Those are more extreme levels of jealousy. So let's just kind of tap right into this. And I'm going to get started by reading you the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of jealousy. The definition of jealousy: an unhappy or angry feeling of wanting to have what someone else has. An unhappy or angry feeling caused by the belief that someone you love, such as your husband or wife, likes or is liked by someone else. Okay, so those are just two different meanings of it. One refers to an individual looking at another person's life, about what they have, what they're accomplishing, and feeling jealous towards them. And the other one has to deal with relationship, okay, jealousy. Both of them come from a feeling of lack, feeling like you don't have what it takes to acquire that thing, or you don't have what it takes to keep your partner interested, okay? Why do we ever have feelings of lack? As with everything that I talk about on this channel, you need to trace it back to your childhood. Now, I know I'm sounding like a broken record when I say this, but I want people to understand that in order for you to truly heal your wounds, and in order for you to truly move past them, or move through them, I should say, because I'm not about bypassing, I'm about moving through the fire, not walking around it. In order for you to get to that point of true healing, you have to address the point of origin of where that issue started, where that emotion came from. And you have to start becoming more in tune and tapped in and aware of your feelings and your emotions in the moment. Don't wait until later on, but in the moment, learn how to stop and be like, why am I feeling jealous right now? What's going on with that? In what areas of my life do I feel like I am lacking, or I don't have enough, or I am not enough? Okay? Because feeling jealous means I'm not enough. I don't have enough of what it takes to get that thing, to accomplish that goal, or to keep this person interested in me. I am worried that I'll never get to that place, or I might lose my spouse, or I might lose the attention of someone. Okay? So That's the first thing, is to admit that you're jealous. Admit it to yourself. You don't have to tell everybody else, but just admit it to yourself. I am feeling a little jealous right now, and I need to sit with myself and tap in and figure out why. Why? What am I really wanting to feel? Okay. Because when you're looking at somebody else's life and you're judging your life compared, and you're comparing your life compared to theirs, first of all, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, because what's for them is for them, and what's for you is for you. That's one. Okay. Two, if you're so busy comparing what your life is like to someone else's, you're missing out on what's trying to emerge through you in your own life. Okay. There are things that are trying to move through you. There are gifts that are trying to be exposed through you, or expressed through you is the word I'm trying to find. There are things that are there's ideas that are trying to be birthed through you. But if you are so concerned about what somebody else is doing, you're missing out on the time that you could be spending tapping into your own higher self, higher source, to figure out what those things are. Okay. Because you're so busy worried about what that other person is doing. Now, a lot of people experience jealousy when they're watching someone who's doing the same thing that they're doing, or something similar, and they're succeeding at it, and they're very successful, and they're having a lot of good fortune and opportunities show up. Okay. So that's usually where the jealousy comes from: comparison. You start comparing yourself, and then you start feeling jealous because, well, this person's YouTube channel, they talk about similar things, and their channel is popping. Why is my channel not popping? What is she doing? And then you start judging what that person's saying. You start judging what that person's wearing, what they're doing, what they look like, what they're talking about, the kind of people that are watching their channels. Okay. And so what that does is it holds you back from stepping into your own personality. Okay. Whether it's a YouTube personality, whether it's a singer, whether you're both singers, whether you're both doctors, whether you're both lawyers. Okay. So comparison really starts that jealousy. You're comparing yourself to this person now, instead of bringing the focus back around on what you offer. Okay. And that's the first thing. So if you want to start chipping away at that huge weight that's sitting on your shoulder that we call jealousy, if you want to start chipping away at that, the first thing that you need to do is you need to look within and find out, why do I feel jealous, first and foremost? Okay. Where is this coming from? What do I bring? What special gifts do I offer? Especially if you're comparing yourself to another person who's doing a similar thing that you do, or they have a similar interest, or you guys are both going after the same job or whatever. Okay. First of all, you need to tap in and show some gratitude, and start building gratitude and appreciation for what you bring, your unique gifts, your unique talents, and you start tapping into that. And as you're tapping into that, okay, you're saying, man, wow, I bring all of these things. Even if you have to start writing a list of all of your gifts and talents and how good you are at doing those things, even if you have to reflect on past times that you shined, or that you succeeded at something, or that you helped someone, or you received a compliment for what you did and how you did it. Those are things that starts to work within the subconscious mind to remind you of your greatness. Okay. So that's the first thing. You need to remind yourself of your own greatness. Remind yourself of what you're so good at and what people come to you for. Because another thing that stems from jealousy and comparison is validation. Okay, validation. Now, I don't care what anybody says. We all look for validation. We all look for it. Okay. If you have a social media account, you're looking at how many likes you got on a comment that you posted, or a post that you put up on your social media page, okay? If you do a video, you're looking at how many likes, how many viewers, how many subscribers. That is a form of validation. That's validating that people like what I say. That's validating that people want to hear more of what I have to say, okay? Now, when the validation seeking becomes unhealthy is when you are measuring your success or you're measuring your ability to do something very well against how many validations you receive from outside of yourself. And if you notice that you feel sad or down or less than or like you're not enough, or if there's a shift in your vibration that takes you down a notch because you didn't receive the validation from an outside source, that's when you need to go in and start working on building up your own confidence and your own validation of yourself. And that's when that list comes in handy, okay? Because sometimes you need to stop and you need to say, damn, I'm phenomenal. I am great. I am an expert. I have done all of these things. It's okay to reflect on your successes. And I don't care how small you think they are. There's somebody out there that is looking at you and saying, man, they're doing some great things. Or wow, they did that. Or wow, they took that on. Or wow, they got a lot going on in their lives, but they're still thriving and they're still surviving. There's somebody who is looking at you who appreciates what you're doing and what you bring. Or there might even be somebody out there that's jealous of you too, okay? Knowing that somebody is jealous of you can be a form of validation, okay? And could boost your confidence. But sometimes you need that. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, we spend a lot of time, suppressing those darker sides of ourselves and those darker emotions or the things that we consider to be dark. We spend a lot of time suppressing it. We spend a lot of time talking bad about it, okay? But we don't utilize the energy that's there, okay? Because all of these things are signals and signs to let us know that there's something that needs to be paid attention to within ourselves, okay? So if you're feeling jealous, don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to go deep and figure out where this is coming from. Because it's just the body and the mind's way of saying, hey, we got some work to do. And the more work you do on this, the better it's going to make you, okay? The more insightful it's going to make you. The more you're going to grow. The more you're going to expand. The more you're going to clear things out to make room for new, amazing opportunities to come into your life, okay? So let's not beat up on those parts of ourselves. Let's not be ashamed of it. Like, I get jealous sometimes, and that's a perfect opportunity for me to go within and do that work and do that heavy lifting, okay? So let's embrace the darkness, embrace those parts of us, and start, looking at what makes you, what makes me, okay? Because when those feelings of jealousy show up, it's an opportunity that our oversoul is saying, hey, now is a time for you to dig in and find your unique greatness. Find out what makes you in this world of billions and billions of people, what makes you stand out. That's an opportunity for you to create a list of all of the things that makes you great, that makes you amazing. What are you so good at? What do people come to you for all the time, right? So when you're able to tap into your unique greatness, right? That builds up some self-esteem. It builds up the confidence. And so you might be able to look at that person and say, you're good at that. I'm good at this. This is what I do. I'm great at doing this. And I really own it, okay? So if someone's jealous of you, okay, take it as a compliment. Somebody's jealous of you, that means that you are showing your unique greatness to the world. You're presenting it to the world and you're owning it and you're standing in it and you're enjoying it. And somebody is looking at you saying, damn, I wish I could do that. Damn, I wish I had that. Okay. Now, like I said, there's a lighter level of jealousy and then there's really extreme levels of jealousy. Okay. So if you are feeling a light jealousy, like, ah, man, I'm jealous. You get to do this, you get to go here, you get to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or that person's doing that, man. That's good. I feel like that's a healthy jealousy, honestly, because that means that you're able to see the greatness in someone else and you're able to acknowledge it and you're able to say, man, damn, they are doing it. Okay, they're doing it. And I'm a little jelly because I'm not doing it. Damn, let me get on my stuff and let me do it. Sometimes the jealousy can be a motivating force. It could be a fire underneath you. It could be fuel to get you started and moving in that direction of what you need to be doing, how you need to step into your unique greatness. But do it the way you do it. You know, don't try to copy somebody. Do what you're doing. You can be inspired. There's a lot of people that I'm inspired by. I'm inspired by many YouTubers, that I watch. I'm inspired by many hypnotherapists. I'm inspired by many coaches and spiritualists. I'm inspired by what they do. But I have my own unique twist on it. We could do this. We could be talking about the same topic, but I'm going to bring my own unique twist and they're going to bring their own unique greatness to it. Okay. So that's the other thing. The lighter level of jealousy can be a motivating force for positive action. The intense, more higher levels of jealousy, okay, can be dangerous. All right. Because some people can use that. It could be the motivating force to harm someone. Okay, to try to sabotage someone's business or family life. All right, so those are the more extreme levels of jealousy because, like I said, there's levels to all emotions, there's levels to all actions and responses to things. All right, so first be real with yourself and determine, am I having wicked thoughts about possibly trying to sabotage this person's relationship or possibly trying to sabotage this person's business or their reputation or their image. Okay, if you're feeling that way, I highly recommend that you go speak to someone about that. You go talk to somebody about that. Okay, do your very best at trying to work yourself down off of that heightened feeling of losing control and I'm not enough so much that I got to go over here and take what this person has or destroy what they've built. Okay, do your best to try to take yourself down a few notches, but if it's that extreme where you're having those types of thoughts, then you need to go talk to someone. You need to get some help so somebody can provide you with tools or help you deconstruct whatever it is that's causing you to feel that particular feeling in that moment, okay, or with that particular person. What is that person drudging up in you? Okay, what are they triggering? What are they triggering within you to bring you to that point of I want to destroy them, I want to take them down, I want to make sure that they suffer. What is it? Because there should not be any reasons other than protecting yourself or protecting a loved one from physical harm, okay? There shouldn't be any reasons in this world that can make you want to destroy someone without them having done something to you first to cause harm or some sort of like physical violence against you or a loved one or against your home or your property or something like that, okay? If you're just feeling like I hate this person so much because they got this and they got that and I don't have anything and now I'm going to try to destroy them or, say something against them in a public forum or around other people, talk down or dirty to them or about them. If you're feeling like that, then that's when you need to really check yourself and say, wait a minute, what's going on? Okay? Because And people will say, oh, that's just people's nature. I don't think it's anybody's nature. I don't think anybody has an innate, um, I don't think it's innate in them to be nasty and conniving and mean and evil. I think everybody's action is usually a call for love. They're usually trying to reach out for love, and everybody doesn't know how to do that. Everybody doesn't know how to say, I need to be loved right now, can you love me? Everybody doesn't have that ability to express that very clearly, okay? Because of people's backgrounds, the way they were raised, and all kinds of things that they've been through in life. Everybody does not have the ability to um, intellectually express those needs. So some people will do it they'll do it by lashing out, they'll do it by causing harm to another person, they will do it by um, trying to destroy and tear down something that you've built, trying to come drive a wedge between you and your spouse or you and your friends, or make you look bad at work, things like that. And it's usually 9 times out of 10, it comes down to they don't feel loved, they don't feel appreciated, they don't feel like they're enough, so they have to um, cry. They're crying out for it. It's a cry for help. It's a cry for love. All right. And I don't care how you can take the most, the person that seems to be the most evil on this planet. And if you take time and deconstruct and get down to the very, very bottom of it, there is somewhere within them, they are seeking, they want to feel the feeling of a higher vibration. They want to feel the feeling of love. They want to feel the feeling of being understood and appreciated, okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to change anything. It doesn't mean that they're going to change. I'm not saying that every single person who is, you could take a serial killer and change their behavior. Some things are just on a chemical level, and there's just not much we can do about it other than medication and constant evaluation and things like that. But I'm speaking about people who are operating on a semi-normal level. They're usually it's that. Usually it's just that it's a cry for help. They didn't get enough attention, enough love when they were a child, or somebody told them that they weren't enough, or somebody told them that in order for you to get what you want in this world, you got to go out here and you got to take it. Sometimes you got to step on people to get it. All right. Um, now, I'm not about stepping on people, because I don't think that you need to do that. However, there are times when you do need to be very strategic about how you move. Okay, but that's a whole nother video. That's another video. But I'm saying all of this to say, just bring it back around. Okay, to say that there are levels to jealousy. You must tap in and find out where your level of jealousy is. Okay, is it a healthier level that's going to be a motivating force for positive action, or is it an extreme level of jealousy that's going to be a motivating force for negative action, possibly dangerous, violent action? Okay, and violence doesn't mean just punching somebody in the face or causing bodily harm. Violence can be you coming after a person, verbally attacking them, okay? Spreading lies, spreading rumors about a person, trying to drive a wedge between them and their loved ones, okay? Or trying to sabotage something that they've built. That's an act of violence. So check yourself and find out, where am I on this scale? And you know, okay? You know when you're out of frequency. You know when you're stepping outside of who you truly are. You know when something is off balance within you on a vibrational scale. You feel it in your body. Because you're off balance. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why am I feeling like this right now? Why am I saying this about this person right now? Okay? And so let's talk about some of the tools that you can use. Okay, I talked a little bit about making that list, right? Make the list of what you bring, your unique greatness, your unique qualities that you bring to the table, right? I talked about that. Now, if you are a meditator, or if you do self-hypnosis, what you can do is, find a couple of words that describe what that jealous feeling is like, okay? And you can imagine those feelings or those emotions being dissipated, turning into a puff of smoke, you blowing it away. You can take in some deep breaths, and every exhale of the breath, you're blowing out those emotions. You're blowing out that feeling of jealousy or whatever's triggering it, okay? Excuse me. And as you breathe in, you're going to find a couple of words that represent the replacement for whatever you're sending out, okay? So let's just say, for example, you feel like you're not enough, right? Well, you feel like I don't bring enough to the table, and you don't feel appreciated or liked. But this other person is killing it. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing it, and everybody's showering them with love and affection and praise, okay? So what you feel is you don't feel appreciated, and you feel like you're not enough, okay? You're disqualified or whatever. So that's what you're going to breathe out, okay? And you're going to start off with that. Breathing it all the way out until it feels like you don't have any more breath left to breathe, right? To breathe out. Then when you breathe in air, when you inhale, what did you want to replace that with? A feeling of not being enough. What could we replace that with? Okay. We can fill that up with, I am enough, just as I am. I'm perfect, just as I am right now. Okay. And I'm appreciated. I bring great things to the table. So you're just going to breathe that in. And you can do that, I say do it maybe 6 or 7 times, okay? Breathing it out, breathing out what you don't need, breathing in what you do need, breathing out what you don't want anymore, breathing in what you're asking for more to replace that. Because remember, when we are getting rid of an old pattern, an old belief, or an old behavior or habit, we must replace it with a healthier one, okay? That's the pretty much what we do in hypnotherapy, all right? Some of this you can do on your own, and some of it you're going to need some assistance with, okay? Because there are certain things that you can do in self-hypnosis, absolutely, building confidence. You can work through lighter levels of jealousy with self-hypnosis, okay? You can do that. And bring in gratitude, all right, as well, okay? But then there's going to be some things that you just need some assistance with. That's just how it is. Some things you're going to be able to do on your own, and some things you're just going to need help with. You're going to need to you're going to need the assistance of an expert or a practitioner or someone, a therapist, somebody who can walk you through a process, somebody who can take you at a pace that is that's good for you, okay? So also, as you're doing that breathing exercise, you need to bring in gratitude and appreciation for, first of all, having this come up. Show some gratitude and appreciation for the jealousy. Thank you, because this is an opportunity for me to dig in and release these feelings. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy and so grateful that I have the tools to crack through this right now, that I have the wherewithal and the awareness to pay attention to this feeling and deal with it right now in a healthy way. Bring in the appreciation and the gratitude for that, okay? So this is just something that you can do on your own. As always, with anything that I share with you guys, if you feel like this is something that you need more help with, please reach out. Even if you're not working with me, work with someone who can help you clear out, whatever the root cause of that is, whatever the emotion is that sometimes there's some things that you've been working on for a while, like I've done everything and it's just not helping. I've done everything I could possibly think of and I need help, okay? Sometimes that's just the way it is, okay? So by all means, reach out and get help. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other. That's why so many of us on the planet, so many colors and sizes and backgrounds and expertise and professions. We're all here to help each other. All right. So I wouldn't be able to, make these videos if you guys didn't let me know that some of the stuff that you hear is helping you. Okay. Um, I wouldn't be able to make them if somebody didn't teach me about these things, if I didn't have these experiences myself and had to work through certain things in my own life and come overcome them and know different tools and techniques and processes that actually work. Okay. So, um, hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If you like this video, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload new videos. I'll be back on Wednesday to answer a subscriber's questions regarding stage hypnosis and whether or not hypnosis is mind control. I've invited that subscriber to join in on that conversation on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the next time I'll be on here. And we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to invite him to ask questions. And so that I can get those questions answered for some of you guys, because I'm pretty sure that some of you who watch this channel or who are just interested in hypnosis period or have done a little bit of background research on it, you might have some questions regarding it. And I think it's a pretty interesting topic to discuss. So I am here to, you know, educate as much as I can and to share with you guys the knowledge that I have around this particular modality, because I mean, even though hypnosis is becoming more mainstream now, there's still some taboo around it. There's still people who have had um, experiences with it because they were working with someone who wasn't fully in integrity with it. So if you're interested in that, then come back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be on for about 30 to 45 minutes because I have an appointment at 4 to answer any questions that you guys might have about that. So hopefully this has been a helpful video for you. Don't be afraid of your dark side. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Look at it as an opportunity for you to get real with yourself and to work through any issues that you might have, because you know what? We all got them. We all got issues, and we all have them at different levels. We all have them at different times in our lives, and things come up. Things come up, especially when you start moving into a new path in your life, when you get on the healing journey, when you are ready to make a change in your life. Things come up. Okay, when you start a new business, things come up. There's going to be people who start out with you at the same time, and maybe they're moving up faster than you, or you're moving up faster than them. And so, yes, our insecurities get in the way, and we might get a little jealous. We might get a little jealous of our friends. We might get a little jealous of our coworkers or our associates, so your peers. Okay, so it's okay though. It's okay. It's okay to feel a little jealous. It's okay. The only time that it's not okay, and not that it's not okay, but you need to pay attention to it, is if you're feeling like psycho about it. Okay, if you feel like I want to go over there and take that and hurt them in some kind of way, then you need to really like check it. Okay, but it's all right. I just want to take the stigma out of jealousy, because people are like, I'm not jealous, I'm not jealous. It's like, don't deny it, because the more you deny it and the more you try to sweep it under the rug, what's going to happen? It's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And instead of you clearing it out, because it can be cleared out, you can move into a place in your life where you're genuinely happy and excited for everybody's success, okay? To the point where it brings tears to your eyes, all right? I have been in a place where I have just sat and thought about everybody's success and been so overjoyed, just filled to like, oh my God, this is great. Everybody I know is doing well. Everybody I know is doing on the road to health and wealth and growth and expansion, and their businesses are thriving, and this is happening, and their relationships are thriving. And you can move into that space and really genuinely feel that for other people, even when things are not going well in your life. You can feel that for other people. That's an amazing place to be, okay? But you've got to be real with yourself first. I wasn't always able to feel like that. I would be happy for people, but sometimes, and this is like, years ago, sometimes I would be like, why is that happening for me though? Or it would be hard for me to compliment them because I was feeling a certain kind of way. But when I tapped in and realized these are your own insecurities, this is because you feel like you're not enough, and even if you don't bring what they bring in that moment, go practice. Practice, go practice. Become better at it if it's something that you really, really want to be good at, okay? Go and practice and become the best at it that you can be and bring your best A game. Don't compare yourself to them. Just be like, she got that. I like that. I'm gonna go over here and perfect mine because I have the same gift. I have the same talent, and I want to do that. Turn your why she do it and I'm not doing it to I want to do that. I want that. I want to feel like that. I want to look like that. I want to bring it like she's bringing it, but I'm gonna bring it the way only I can bring it. Okay. Um, and still and rejoice and be happy with the way both of you all bring it. Okay, be able to embrace that person's greatness. And I can be 100% honest and say I wasn't always able to do that. I wasn't. It took many years to get to that point. um, and so what helped was when I tapped in and I was like, wow, what's going on here? When I started tapping in and I started sitting with it and I did that exercise that I just shared with you guys, that we all bring something unique to the world. We all bring our own unique gifts and talents. And I was able to appreciate what other people were bringing and raise my own greatness and bring it to the table and bring it to the surface and share it openly and willingly and lovingly, and be able to fill it up with joy, replace, get rid of the old stuff and replace it with joy. Okay, when I was able to feel like I was enough just as I am, and I don't need to do a whole lot just to for me to accept me. When I started doing that, that is when everything just opened up. Okay, it just poof, it just opened up. All right. So, this video was for someone today. So I hope that you guys get something out of this and start using these things. Use them and put it to good use. And like I said, if you found that you need help with it, if you found like you need a little bit more help, then don't feel bad about reaching out. There are so many, counselors, coaches, therapists, readers, fantastic people on YouTube and elsewhere, Facebook, whatever. This is a social media age, so I automatically just refer to social media platforms where you can find people. But there's so many people out there that are willing and able to help you, and actually, what is the word that I'm looking for? Certified to help you, or they have credit. They are credible enough to help you. Okay, I don't know if that's the word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. There are people out there that can really help you bring forth to the surface what it is that you're truly good at, your unique innate gifts. Okay, because we all have something different. I work with a lot of hypnotherapists. Okay, as colleagues, as friends, as students, as mentees, and as clients. Okay, but I never feel jealous ever, because even when my mentees And my clients who are hypnotherapists kind of share with me the things that they use with their clients. I'm like, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna try that with my client, because we can learn something from everybody. Everybody brings something to the table. Okay, there. I am an instructor. I'm a teacher, and I teach other hypnotherapists. But I learn a lot from my students. I'm like, wow. They're like, hey, did you check this out? I'm like, yes, I love that. Email me more about that. Let's sit and chat about that some more, because I want to learn about that. You know, I'm giving, but I'm also learning. I'm teaching, but I learn. I learn from you guys. You know, sometimes you guys will email me on the side and say, hey, that was great, but did you think about this and this and this and this and that? As long as it's constructive, and as long as we're sharing an exchange of ideas and energy, and we're raising the vibration, I'm open to it. I am open to it. If you're saying, hey, what about this? And it seems like, all right, I'm with that. I will entertain it. That's just like the subscriber that sent me an email and said, hey, look, I got some worries about hypnosis because I've seen people experience this. You know, great. That's an opportunity for me to learn how to verbalize and explain that, not only to him, but to other people who might be having the same questions. Now, I could have got, I could have just brushed it off like, well, look, if you don't understand it, then you don't understand. Okay, I could have said, hey, I've already explained that. I could have said that, but instead I said, you know what, this is an opportunity for someone else to learn and for me to learn. Okay, so look at everything as an opportunity to learn. Everything is an opportunity to grow. Everything is an opportunity to change, because we can change. We can change. We can change. We can change. Now, my theory on change is, I don't think that we're changed. I just think we become more aware of our habits, and we learn how to make another choice. We create a new neural pathway. We create new pathways to take. We're not taking the old path anymore. We could, because it's still there, but we're slowly shutting it down. We're slowly putting the blockades on that old path, while we have created a new path that is clear and open and free, where we can travel down and make new decisions and new choices and have new behavior patterns, okay? New ways of doing things. So that's what it comes down to with jealousy. That used to be the way that I operated, from a place of jealousy, okay? I used to operate from that because I didn't feel like I was enough. And the moment I had that realization, I was able to flip it and change the perspective and say, wait a minute, I'm hot, baby. I bring all kinds of greatness to the table. And while not minimizing what the other person does, it's like, she's awesome. She's amazing at that. And I am too. I need a little bit more practice though. I'm gonna go over here and practice. I used it as fuel for me to become better at whatever it was I was trying to do at that time, okay? So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here because I'm actually taking a little break. That's why I did this video. I'm taking a little break from taking a class online. And actually, this is a class for hypnosis, because as a teacher and a tutor, as a teacher, I get to review these classes that I've taken years ago for hypnotherapy. But it's so great because even though I teach it too, and I've been doing this for a while, I have pages of notes here from a class that I took already. I graduated. I have pages of notes, and so that's what I mean. Always remain flexible in your thinking, be open. I am a forever student. I will always be a student, for the rest of my existence in this body and outside of it, okay? I will always be a sponge, ready to absorb, ready to learn. I have more than one teacher, coach and counselor or whatever. I know people are like, y'all, you hop from this person to that person. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I like different perspectives. This might resonate, but guess what? Something that this person says resonates as well. So there's a lot of people that I follow on YouTube that I appreciate, and I mean, I love I love Lucretia Hayes. She's the magical mystic here on YouTube. She's amazing. If you guys are interested in like spirituality and working with your energy and things like that, she's amazing. Check her channel out. I love Shara Star Goddess. I watch her stuff a lot. I love Alexis K. Tyler. Love her energy and the way she works. I love Magical Lady Duchess. There are just so many people out here. True Brilliance, I love her stuff. There's so many other ones that I can't even think of right now that I do follow and watch, and Trap Witch, love her stuff too, that I watch, and I just draw from all of it. I just draw from all of it, and some of it I might decide to talk about in my own way, but I try to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying all of this to say that even though you might be an expert in what you do, you know, never allow yourself to shut off your receptors, okay, your ability to receive new information, because it could be the same information, but somebody might be delivering it in a different way, and they've brought their own experience to the table. So it's like, instead of you being jealous that they got this amount of followers and subscribers, be like, let me find out, let me see what they talking about on here, let's see, and let me embody it, let me allow their information to empower me and to build me up, because I learn from everybody. I use it as an opportunity. I'm a truth seeker and a student, and I love knowledge. So I learn from writers, I learn from people who do videos, I learn from teachers and coaches, and even TV, I learn things, even like television shows, but one thing is that I don't have one. I am my teacher. I am the teacher that I have been searching for. I wrote that in a song a while ago that I wrote. I am the teacher that I have been searching for. Okay? So it comes down to me, because I have my own filter, right? I take in what I want to take in. I say, yes, I agree with that, or I don't know about that. You know what I mean? So there's so many teachers that I follow. Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Brother Panic. There's a lot of them. I can just keep naming Bill Donahue. Is another one that I love. It's just so many of them, y'all. Just don't narrow your perspective. Cast your net wide. Trust yourself and be discerning, because everybody's information isn't for you and isn't based in truth, and that's okay too, because they just bring in what they know to bring, right? But if you start, meditating on discernment and tapping into that part of yourself that is discerning and knows the difference between the truth and what's not the truth, okay? Because that's the other thing people get worked up about. I don't know if they're going to tell me the lie or not. Who cares if they're telling you a lie? Trust yourself. If you know how to discern between the truth and a lie, then you don't need to worry about who you listen to and what you watch, because you've built your discernment. I have a very strong mind, so I can watch anything. I can watch anything on TV. I can listen to anything, because it doesn't affect me the way it might affect someone else, right? All right, and I'm gonna get more into that on Wednesday night when I talk about people's level of suggestibility and why it's easy for certain people to be more influenced than others, okay? Because that's about strengthening your the agility of your mind. All right, that's about you strengthening yourself, okay? I'm strong enough that I have been in stage hypnosis. I have been a participant in a stage hypnosis show. One of my good friends is a stage hypnotist. And follow his YouTube channel. His name is Glenn Rodman, Rottman. He's a stage hypnotist, a good friend of mine. And I participated in one of his shows, but I was hypnotized and there were certain things that I didn't remember because I was under hypnosis. But there were certain things that he asked me to do that I just didn't do because I didn't want to, because my mind is strong, okay? Things that I wanted to do, I did it, okay? Things that I didn't want to, I didn't do. All right, so we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. But, I'm saying all of this to say, build up your own strength, your own inner strength. Don't ever, 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 ever uh, place your ability to do something or your ability to be happy or your ability to thrive in the hands of somebody else. Don't do that. Trust yourself. Say, I can watch this reality TV show right now because it's not going to affect me. I know how to filter out what I need and what I don't need. And I know when it's time for me to turn it off. But if you don't know, if you are constantly absorbing things, and you have the discernment, you need to first figure that out about yourself. You know what, my mind is not that strong right now. So there's certain things that I just need to stay away from. Okay. Now, I used to be able to watch a lot of like gory horror, but I can't anymore. I know that about myself. I can't take the sight of it. I just can't. It's not because I feel, like that's going to happen to me or it's going to make me go out here and do it to somebody. It's just that I can't take the sight of it anymore. I don't like to see people be hurt. I just don't. That's just where I'm at right now. I can't watch fights on YouTube and things like that. I can't, certain things that I know. And that's just because of how it affects my vibration. Okay. It brings my vibration down a little bit. But there's other things that certain people won't watch because that I can watch. I'm like, well, I can watch that. That don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I can watch that. But what I'm saying is, if you feel like you're going to be influenced by something, you need to understand that there's something that you can do for yourself to help you build a block, okay? To build a wall where certain things are able to be filtered as they come in, okay? But there are a lot of people out here who can't do it. There's a lot of people who can't do it, and that is the reason why media, social media, TV, reality TV shows are so popular, especially in pop culture. That's why it's so popular, because they play on the emotions of people, all right? They are banking on you feeling jealous of somebody's life, feeling jealous of the Kardashians. So you got to go up here and augment yourself so that you can be in competition with women who look like that, okay? They count on that because that is that's feeding the wheel, the consumerism wheel, the capitalist wheel, okay? That's what's happening, right? And look, I make your money. Do what you got to do. I am not talking bad about anybody's business. I'm just telling you what it is, flat out, straight up. That's what it is. A lot of people's minds are not strong. They don't have discernment. Okay? Some people can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. Okay? So they buy into it. And the reason why these things exist is because of our emotions, our human emotions. Okay? If you've ever worked in marketing or if you've ever studied psychology, you understand that those things go hand in hand. Symbolism, logos, sigils are logos. Okay? And you understand how important and powerful an image is, especially when it comes to perpetuating the agenda. It's very powerful. But once you start to understand how the mind works, you understand what symbols are, that type of stuff doesn't bother you. It just doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that reality TV shows exist. It doesn't bother me that, very violent TV shows exist. It doesn't bother me. It's just that I have the discernment to know that's going make me feel a certain kind of way if I watch it, so I'm not gonna watch that. Okay. I'm not gonna watch it and then get angry about it. or watch it and then get sad and get upset about it. I'm just gonna watch it and be like, okay, that's what's happening right now. Or I knew I shouldn't have watched this because I know I can't handle that right now. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll watch it and then I'll just cover my eyes or leave the room, go in the kitchen and fix something real fast and come back like, is it over? Okay, it's over with now. Okay, good. Okay. So this is all about building up your strength, becoming more aware of yourself, right? Aware of your emotions, aware of where your emotions are coming from and what's triggering them, all right? And becoming very aware of your discernment. Build up your discernment, become more discerning. That was my that was my meditation for years. Excuse me, make me more discerning. Okay. That was my meditation for many years. I think I meditated on that for probably about a good 3 years to become very discerning and to become very tapped into the voices, okay, that higher consciousness voice and the lower consciousness voice, because we need both of them. They both add to our existence and they are both very important to our existence. So you can't shut the ego off and turn the ego off. You need your ego. You need it. Okay. The ego is there for a reason. You need it. It's going to help you at certain times when you need it. But you need to learn the differences between the two voices. There's going to be one voice that's going to have you floating at a higher vibration, that's going to keep you on a path that is going to help you do certain things in your life at an easier level, okay, at a higher frequency. And then there's this other voice that is going to keep you alive. Okay, it's going to keep you alive. It's going to keep you on time. It's going to be your executor. All right. That's that voice that says, you know, we got to be somewhere else by 6 o'clock. It's 4:30 right now. You live in LA and traffic is crazy. So you might need to wrap this up and get on the road. Okay. So we need that. We need to learn. When you start understanding those two voices, you understand how to use them to your benefit. You become discerning. Okay. So the spiritual path is not woo-woo. It makes you smarter. If somebody says, oh, this is too woo-woo, this is and that, that's okay, that's cool. But I'm going to tell you one thing that my path has done for me, and we're all on a spiritual path, whether you are doing it intentionally or not. We're all on a spiritual path because we're spiritual beings living in a human body, right? What it does is it makes you more intelligent. It makes you very smart, very tapped in, and open and flexible in your thinking. If you have rigid thinking, you're not going to be a very smart person because you're not opening yourself to more possibilities, more information. Okay, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. No, I don't like saying that. Anyway. So let's bring this back around to how it can affect jealousy. Okay. Being open-minded, being able to receive new information, being able to listen to someone with an open mind, open ears, and an open heart can shrink the feeling of jealousy. Because now you're giving that person respect. And you're saying, I respect myself enough, first of all, to sit here and get some wisdom if I can, okay? And then I respect this person enough because I know that they got some wisdom to give. And I'm going to listen, whether I like them or not. You don't have to like somebody just to get wisdom from them either, okay? Just to get a message from them. It's not the messenger, it's the message. Okay, if they're giving you a crazy message, that's when you become discerning and you say, I don't know about that. All right, but I don't have to like you to listen to you and know that you're giving me some knowledge and dropping some jewels and some gems. It just so happens that the people that I listen to, I do like them. You know what I'm saying? I like their personalities. I can relate to them and they resonate with me. But there's been times where there might have been a boss or a, when I was singing more, a conductor or a music director who was, kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? But just because I felt like they were an a-hole doesn't mean that I didn't listen and I didn't gain knowledge from them. I knew that they knew what they were doing, and so I just respected that and I listened, you know? So if you are more open-minded and flexible in your thinking, that also helps with mitigating jealousy, okay? Because you're now soaking up the brilliance and the genius that that person is bringing. You finding it. Because that's the other thing. Jealousy is just you acknowledging and being aware of another person's genius. So if you can be aware of their genius, or you can be aware of their special talent, whether it's a beautiful woman that your husband is looking at, if you can be aware of her unique beauty, of the way she carries herself, the way she dresses, you have that awareness. You're aware of her genius, her brilliance, her talent. You're aware of that, okay? So allow that to be flexible in that thinking. Allow that to open you up and be like, damn, okay, I see how she doing that. I like that. I like that. That's cool. All right, I see him over there looking. You look too. Baby, you see her. She fly, huh? Mm-hmm. I like that. I like how she doing it. She is doing it. Okay? Flip it around, especially with your spouse. Flip it around. All right? Especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, you can flip that. You can flip that jealousy into, I admire what she's bringing, and it makes you look 10 times sexier. Okay? Because if a man says, oh, she ain't tripping, she peeped that too, like, okay. That's different. I don't know. I don't even know. They don't even know what to do with it. They just like, oh, shit. It turns the interest back to you. Okay? So this is what I mean by being more tapped in, more tuned in, more discerning, able to flip your perspective around. It makes you much more confident in yourself. It makes you much more intelligent, much smarter, much quicker on your feet. And it just makes you more pleasant to be around, more charismatic. People just want to be around you. They just drawn to your energy, wherever you go. You're turning heads because of how you carry yourself. You don't even have to be dressed in the best outfit. But if you have a certain glow and confidence that just exudes, you can walk outside, just throw on something and go outside, and you're going to attract people to you because your inner glow is shining outward, okay? And it just comes from a place of I'm confident, I'm poised, and I'm open. I'm open, and I can be open without being afraid and being like, well, I gotta block this and block this and block that. I can be open because I'm discerning, and I know how to transmute energy. I know how to transmute the energy of jealousy. If I start feeling jealous, I know how to transmute that. I know how to turn it around. I know how to make it work for me. I know how to do that. So I'm not afraid to be in the presence of greatness in other people. I'm not afraid to be around other beautiful, fly women. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that just in the way this woman has put herself together, that she got some brilliance, some genius behind her. Because it takes a level of creativity, it takes a level of attunement to put together a very fly outfit, to make certain color choices, to wear your hair in a certain way. It takes a level of genius to do that. And so I can tap into that and be like, I like that. And remember how I taught you guys how to absorb people's genius energy? You can do that. So before you get when you get jealous, use it as a time to be like, okay, hold up, I'm getting jealous now. What's going on here? What does this person have that's triggering me right now? What's triggering me? Oh, they got that? I could use a little bit more of that. Let me just throw out my tentacles and absorb some of that, but not in a malicious way, not draining them or putting some bad energy on them. You're just opening yourself up to absorb the genius that they bring. Okay, whether it's a beautiful woman, a handsome man, or somebody who's just really good at music or really good at what you do too, I just want to absorb this and appreciate this. Turn it around. Use it to your advantage. Open up your mind. Be flexible in your thinking and be discerning. Very, very discerning, okay? All right. Well, that is it today because I'm going to get back to my class on habit control. And then I'm probably going to hit the beach because it's a nice day. And I live in sunny California, baby. And I'm going to probably hit the Pacific Palisades because there's a party happening up there. I'm going to hit it and have some Sunday fun day. All right, guys. I love you so, so very much. I thank you for joining me today or whenever you decide to watch this video. Again, give it a thumbs up if you liked it and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you can be notified. Go to my website. The link is in the description box below, www.opendoorhypnosis.com. I have a July special happening right now. I'm doing discounts on my hypnosis packages. So if you are interested in that, then you'll just go to the website and a little screen will pop up that will tell you all about it. Get on the mailing list because that's how I send out my monthly specials. Okay, and I just do them at random. I never know which specials I'm going to do. Something just comes and I say, okay, I'm gonna put that on special this month. So usually it takes anywhere between 3 to 6 sessions for you to overcome a challenge or reach a goal in hypnosis. So it's very you save a lot of money buying a package. Before you purchase your package though, I do ask that you set up a free consultation with me so we can talk on the phone and make sure that hypnosis is a good fit for you and discuss your goals and what you want to use hypnosis for so that I can kind of guide you and say, well, you know what, maybe you don't need 10 sessions, maybe you just need 6 or maybe you just need 3, okay? So go ahead and check all of that out. Be sure to look at the Be Magic program as well because that is always running and it's a great program. So check it out and leave any comments, questions down below. You can always email me too with questions. I get right back. I try to as soon as I can. All right. So I love you guys. I'll see you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Be sure to tune in if you have any questions about hypnosis, stage hypnosis, any mind control, all of that. Get them ready because we're going to address them on Wednesday, okay? Thank you guys so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Mwah. Peace and blessings. And remember that you and only you are the key to a new you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.